Well, what about temptation? 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There's a beautiful verse here about temptation. Paul says, no temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. Meaning that whatever temptation you are faced with, someone else has faced that temptation. We live in a world, 6-7 billion people, over the ages, over the centuries, numerous temptations people have been faced with. No temptation has taken you that is not common to man. We all, everyone is faced by certain common temptations to steal, to lie, to cheat, to lust, and things like that. He says God is faithful. God is faithful. Paul repeats this several times in the scriptures. And we've seen the faithfulness of God to his people. He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. God is not going to allow us to go through something that we cannot bear. We are not able to withstand. He says, with the temptation, God also provides the way of escape. There's always a way out, so that you may be able to endure it. You may be able to bear it. Jesus, when he was tempted, he used the word of God. He rebuked the devil. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes out of the mouth of God. You shall worship the Lord your God only. And he knew the scriptures. He was immersed in the scriptures, and he used scriptures to defeat the devil, recognizing where temptations come from. They come from Satan. And we all live in this world. We have this sinful human nature. We will be tempted no matter how long we're living for God. We will be tempted no matter what position we have in the church. We will be tempted. No matter how close we are to God, we will be tempted. No matter how great that worship experience was the day before, we will be tempted. And sometimes when we are experiencing the very highs, moments of spirituality and great victory, that's when the enemy would come to hit us. He would come to get to us. Jesus was fasting and praying for 40 days. And I'm sure he would have felt very close to the Father, and the presence of the Lord was with him. But yet the devil came to him at that time. So when we're faced with temptation, though, number one, temptation will come. Number two, remember God is with you. God is faithful. Number three, God is not going to allow you to be tempted more than you can bear. Number four, he's going to make a way of escape for you. Temptations come to test us, to prove us, to see what we're made of, and then we can pass that test. We can move on to another level of our relationship with the Lord. But God allows these things to come to us so that we can know what we're made of. We can know what we're made of, so don't have that. We're not cocky. You're not very overconfident and feeling very self-righteous and so on. So today, if you're faced with temptation, I encourage you, look to God, rebuke the enemy, take the way of escape, and let God help you to overcome temptation, each and every one of us.